There you go, guys. The HillMiles MileCity 1. She's a beauty. And right down here at the beach, beautiful day, beautiful bike. HillMiles. We got to put on the handlebars, the pedals, front tire, tighten up the rear rack, seat. Let's check out what's in the rest of the box.
We got a toolkit, self-tightening axle, we got a pump, we got a self-tightening axle, we got a pump, we got a reflector, AC power supply, and its cord. We got a couple of pedals, lefty, tighty, right, we got some hardware. Looks like extra brake pads in there too. Got a user's manual, and then we got the seat and post. We actually have to put together interesting.
That's what's in the box. Let's start off. Let's put on the handlebar post stem. Pay attention to this one. This is pretty interesting. You got the stem that came with the package in the box. Doesn't have anything in the user's guide about how to do this, so just pay attention. When you first get this out, you got to loosen up this. First, get the stem cap off. This is all shipping material. Don't get confused. You remove this piece right here. You remove this tube right here. Remember, this is all shipping material. Here, do not mess with that cap, pulling it off. Get this out of the package. Make sure this is nice and easy in here. Slide that all the way down. Make sure that's nice and straight with the fork. Hex wrench. Just tighten that down. This is self-adjusting stem, which is cool. You can put the handlebars up or down. So let's finish that. And tighten this baby down right here. So we're going to go ahead and remove these 4 screws with the rack and put on the handlebars. You got 4 screws, 4 nuts, whatever you want to call them, in the rack. There you go. Handlebars, 4 screws. Make sure those 4 screws are nice and tight. Got the rack on, handlebars are up here. Okay, we got the handlebars on. Got the seat on. Let's turn this HillMiles on its back, put on the front tire, and clean up this mess. Boom. We got to put the brake on. This is on the outside. Have to get that in there. It's 2. Yeah, make sure that's nice and tight. Next, get rid of this shipping screw here. Here's your shipping screw. There you go. You want to make sure that's spinning so that the drum does not interfere with the brake pads. See how that just keeps spinning? That's very loose. That's exactly how you want it. Let's put on the axle. You got a self-tightening washer, locking washer. You got a spring. Pull those off like that. Slide this into here. Make sure that's in the hole. So you got the spring, the locker washer, make sure that's nice and tight. There you go. It's your wheel, guys. It's spinning, no problems with the brake pads. That's what you want. All right, you got your fender and your headlight. Plug these 2 plugs right here. We have light. And the little switch right here. All right. That's it. We got a fender. Let's tighten the other side. Righty tighty. Lefty tighty. That's your right one. That's your left one. All right, let's go to the handlebars real quick. Got nice little ergonomical grips there, a little plastic rubber, but you know, your hands are pretty good there. You got the half throttle. We all know I love the half throttle. Front and rear disc brakes. You got your 7-speed Shimano. You increase it like that. You decrease it like that. Increase it like that. You got your little power mile. Not much on this, guys. 1,000, 2 1,000, and the battery comes on. Your pedal assist. You got plus up here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Long press the plus button, and your light comes on, and you got a little thing there telling you the light's on. This thing says I got about 4 power strip on the power thing, and that's about it on your power strip, guys. Pretty cool little handlebars, and again, you can adjust these if you want to go up and down right here. So just make sure, guys, all this stuff is tight before you take it for a ride. MileCity 1 battery. Key in, counterclockwise, pull the battery out. If you'd like to pause and hold that thing there, you have the charger button right here. You got the power button. It tells you the power situation on the battery. You charge it in the bike or outside the bike. Battery's kind of light too. 36-volt battery that you get. Lock that baby up. Take the key out. You don't need the key when it's ready, so you're ready to roll. All right, guys, let's take MileCity 1 for a ride. And she's going. So I got the thumb throttle pressed. I have no idea how fast I'm going because it doesn't have miles per hour. But it's moving pretty good, I'd say. Probably 15, 16 miles an hour. It says max speed's 15, so that's what we're doing, guys. So it doesn't matter what pedal assist level I guess you're in. You're just gonna go max when you push on the throttle. The HillMiles MileCity 1. This thing weighs about 60 pounds. I think the gross weight on this thing with the rack and the seat and all that good stuff is probably 270 pounds. This thing does 70 miles on pedal assist mode. That's depending on the rider, guys. Don't take that, you know, that depends on how fast you're going and that kind of stuff. It's got mechanical disc brakes on the front and the back. It's got a chain drive, gets up to 20 miles per hour. It's a lithium battery, no expansion on the battery. Peak on this thing is 700 watts, 42 rated nanometers, I think is 42. Battery, it's a 36-volt battery right there. 13 amp hours, LED front light. Rear lights, no rear light, which is not the best, but it's got a little reflector back there. 2 amp current charge. And it usually takes about 5 hours to charge this thing. So there's your HillMiles. HillMiles MileCity 1. Oh, what a beautiful day, guys. Look at this. Beautiful day, I'm telling you. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Like I said, guys, if you want this to last, keep it in pedal assist 1 or 2. I mean, if you're on one of these bikes, this is what I'm thinking. If you're on one of these bikes, you got nothing to worry about. I mean, it says it does 50 miles on a charge, but like I said, you're going to get 50 miles on a charge, but it's going to be with pedal assist 1 or 2. I mean, you have to, when you got a budget e-bike like this, they try to make it as comfortable as possible for you, give you as many features as you can get, and they do. Everything is good. If you're just looking for an electronic bike, especially if you haven't had one yet, buy something like this. Order it. It's going to be in the description of the video, the links, product links, all that good stuff. You're going to get it shipped to your house, and you're going to set this thing up. Especially with my video showing you how to set it up, you're going to be ready to roll. This is a great e-bike. I'm just cruising along here. It's just any 10-speed bike that you ever had but you have a little help. You got somebody helping you pedal along. And I'm in pedal assist too. I'm going to make sure I am. I'm just cruising along in pedal assist too. But this thing has front suspension. You can't adjust it or anything, but it has front suspension. Has a nice LED light. Has a bell. Front and rear brake, disc brakes. I mean, they're not hydraulic brakes, which I like. So those pretty much 3 cons. No headlight, no rear brake light, no full throttle, and no rear brake lights. Always good to have that. But if you really think about it, and also, I don't know how fast I'm going. Not that it matters how fast you're going, because when you used to ride around on a 10-speed bike, it didn't tell you how fast you're going. Got big, nice, big 26-inch tires. That's why you get a really comfortable ride. It doesn't have rear suspension or body suspension. It just has a front suspension on it. The pedals are kind of low on me. I'm kind of right over the top of the bike, but this bike only weighs about 50, 60 pounds. It's very light. Come on, guys, how pretty is that bike? Wow, MileCity 1 by HillMiles. Beautiful. Yeah, oh man. She's just a cruiser, baby, just a cruiser. And it goes up these little hills. You can't see it on camera, but these little hills I've been cruising around, no problem getting up and down on these things. The cadence sense definitely helps out. They can feel it in the pedaling. When you got the cadence center working with you guys, it helps extend the life of the battery also. So, little brick steps right here. Well, I got an idea. Let's check out the lawn riding on this thing. Oh yeah. All right, that's pretty cool. Very good. Wow. You see, it doesn't even have a rear seat, but, I mean, rear suspension, but the front suspension, you can feel it. I can feel it, definitely. Yeah, she's a cruiser. Oh, yeah. I just can't believe that something like this, and I've been doing e-bikes for a long time, that under 400 bucks for an electric bike. And you go to Costco, you go to Walmart, you get all this, but it's just those little crappy ass bikes. I've reviewed a couple of those, check it in the past, but this is unbelievable. And I like the wide. I do like wide handlebars, because I'm not resting on my forearms. I'm just basically sitting straight up. In a very comfortable position. And the nice fact is you can adjust this right here. Yeah, I can actually bring this up even higher. If you wanted to sit up and you were a taller rider, you'd be able to adjust that for that. That's pretty good. Smuno gears, very smooth shifting. Very easy to operate. And if I noticed that when I was going up on the hills, I brought the Shimano down to like 3 or 4. It just made the hill climbing a better experience, because it's helping you with the cadence sensor that bringing you up and down. Yeah, so if you're cruising, especially commuting back and forth to the office, and you have a nice, easy, ride from here to the office, not big mountains, big hilly situations, you should be fine. And the battery especially. I mean, it's people that commute, they usually don't commute more than 6-7 miles in one direction. And if they do, they'd be okay with this. I would have gone over 20 miles on this bike, and I still have 2 bars, and she's moving right along. HillMiles, guys. CityMile 1, great bike, great opportunity for those in the community. Take advantage of this, I'm telling you. What do you got to lose? Under $400. You can make your mind up. You can cruise this thing around for a couple of months. I mean, you're not going to get an e-bike, especially if you're talking about commuting, not off-road, not beach, all that good stuff. I'm talking about a good commuter. This is the bike for you. I want to thank HillMiles for sending me the bike, giving me the opportunity to do a nice product review for you guys. I hope I covered everything with the review, especially the setup. A lot of my subscribers love the setup part of it. It makes it a lot easier for them. They don't have to bring it to the shop, that kind of stuff. So thanks, HillMiles, for sending me this. I appreciate it. Let's hopefully we do more business down the road. All the links, the codes, description, everything will be in the description of this video. Check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and hit that bell so you can be reminded next time I have a bike like this CityMile 1. Hopefully you guys will check it out and leave me a good comment down the road. Again, guys, thanks a lot for viewing my channel. Thank you for the support, and we'll see you guys next time. There she is. I probably did about 28, 31 miles. Still has 2 bars, a bar left. I'm going to pull that battery out and I'm going to put it on a charger. Get back in the motorhome, lock things up, take a rest. The name HillMiles, it does the hills pretty good, but not the best. But it did climb the hills. Remember, it's a 250 watt motor back there, 700 watt peak. And it's got that cadence sensor, so it does pretty good. Let's talk about this in the morning.